Edward said, bitch, in a hurry.
Hello, hello, hello. How are all my beasties? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I feel like we just left each other. Oh, wait, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we did.
Yeah, I know, right, Anubis? Long time
I
no
know,
visit.
Anubis. So long time no see. Do we have a puppy name yet? Patty. As I'm sure you can see in the chat, Anubis, Thomas, Nancy, everybody, I have decided that we are officially bestowing the title of Tasteful Yet Tactical's Head of Innovation and Design to Thomas.
Well, naturally.
So
Any,
I'm making it official.
any man that can make the taser-proof jockstrap is a man among men. He needs to be in charge.
I'm just saying. So he is now our head innovator. Um, he did our wheelchair yesterday. Yeah. So Thomas is now the head of innovation. Thomas, if you're on screen for things, I'm gonna need you to put that as your little title in the white bubble. For all future things, it's a formal title.
Okay.
There's a small part of me that kind of wants to send Thomas a business card that says, "Oh, it's been a long fucking day."
Tasteful yet tactical letterhead. That'd be good.
Yeah, but Thomas's title is head of innovation, and mine's head asshole. Hey, Mean John. Yeah, Patty. I was telling Croc that when I was listening to the radio and texting with the chief, I was like, just so you know, if I have to come out there to negotiate or to handle anything, I'm playing the fucking day one Letecia Stauch phone call that made us all want to stab ourselves in the head with pens. I'm playing it on repeat at level 9 million over a PA mic. Thankfully, everyone thought better of that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, can we force it? Can we force the dude to play Quiplash for 5 hours straight?
I don't think you'd have wanted to. It started out as a domestic, and then it became a domestic, I'm not letting you leave.
Okay. As far as puppers goes,
Yeah.
we heard in the tongue flaps over at the lair of the crocus squirrel that his daughter is changing the critter's name to Magnet.
Why Magnet?
Probably because he's cute. He's cute and will do really good in the people magnet category. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, I just think of like a strange superhero with like the horseshoe shaped magnet glued to their forehead.
Yeah.
Mean John? It was 5.5 hours of videos.
On top of another hour's worth of audio, just audio.
And not only did the world torment me with that, I almost had a SWAT call out most of the way through the day. So I was sitting here talking and listening and watching while I loaded rounds into cases and magazines and things. And got my gear together. And complained about having to lug all my gear around.
Okay.
Wait, Magnet was a typo. She renamed him Friend. Friend?
Okay. She'll figure something out.
That's like something my little one would do. She'd be like, I am. Okay.
My question is, how old is this girl?
Yeah. Wait. How old is your little one, Anubis? So, I think it's like a trait with little kids. And Croc, you
Down
can
here.
tell me if your kids did this.
Your name is not Isabella. Get your ass down.
I had that argument earlier.
Apple
Kids
Rose.
are the worst at naming. You're 31, Anubis, or she's 31?
She's 31.
She's 31.
And she named it
She's
Magnet.
got a couple years on me.
Okay. So okay. Kids are awful at naming things. I don't know about your kids, but my little person, my mini, she has a decapitated bear blanket, and it's creeped me out since the beginning. Somebody bought it for her first birthday, and it's like a pink blanket, and it's got like a silk edging, it's folded over, and right in the middle of the blanket is like a plush bear head. So the blankie is the body. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
If she
Both of
puts
my kids got
if
those.
she yeah, well, if she used to always put it on her head and sit the bear's head right on top of her head, so she looked like a little walking pink ghost with a bear head for the longest time.
Colby tried to eat his.
She named it Mr. Bear.
Okay.
The other small, and then I thought I was smart, and I bought two more when I realized like she was in love with this thing. She must have thrown the second one away 40 times. You had to go find it constantly because she would throw it in the garbage the second you weren't looking because it wasn't her bear. And so we named it Mrs. Bear. We had Mr. and Mrs. Bear. And we finally convinced her. Now she walks around with two of them. Which, okay. But, like, if you look at the color of all three of them, all three of the bears are drastically different colors based on which one she likes the most.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, my other little person named their favorite bear Teddy. I'm like, y'all are really bad at naming things.
I never named my stuffed animals. Is there something wrong with me?
No, but I mean, I think because we would always say like, "Where's the teddy bear for him?" Like, does someone have Teddy? And like, we had just shortened it to Teddy because, yeah, referring to the bear before like car trips and things. Thomas, I cannot tell you how many times non-hockey players fall over laughing hysterically when they realize hooking is a penalty.
The TJ Hooker. I was like, that was William Shatner. That was William post Star Trek thing. Jeez.
But so like he is Teddy. She is Mr. Bear. I'm like, y'all?
Got that.
My first wife named our female basset hound Rufus. Okay. My first police canine was named Zeus. But I had very specific criteria. Did you encounter that, Patty, with like the police dogs in your area?
No.
Well, I had Zeus. Somebody ended up with Atlas. They all had to have like mythical Greek or Roman god names. It was like a thing. Yeah, they
No,
want there was like a theme kind of thing.
no. Everything was weird names, like Ordy, cool dog, Belgian Malinois. But Ordy, like ordinary.
Yeah, no. We had the Greek gods, and then Flip, our one cop was Flip. The one cop had what was the dog's name? I couldn't remember it the
Well,
other night. Oh, Tango. They had
could
Cash
you
and
imagine?
Tango.
Tango Cash.
Well, could you imagine a police dog named Mr. Smith?
Yes.
I'm gonna send Mr. Smith into you and talk to you if you don't stop doing what you're doing and come out with your hands up.
Oh, are you going to bed? What? Are we losing Nancy already? And it was had a sister, and they named the bunny Lunch. Okay.
Yeah.
Anubis, did this bunny perchance have a villain origin story? Was the bunny a kidnapper?
Oh.
Okay, Nancy. Sweet
Good night,
dreams if we lose
Nancy.
you.
Oh, that's
Good night,
okay.
Nancy.
Matzo ball, okay. But yeah, no, there was Cash and Tango, but
Only Tango got
Kurt
top billing, if I
Russell.
remember.
Who was that? Kurt Russell, and who was the other one?
I don't know. I don't know that I was like out of diapers when that was a thing.
No, Turner and
Drugs
Hooch.
were involved.
Turner and Hooch. No, my
Okay,
dad.
Nancy, get good rest.
Here's one for you. My dad decided he got an orange tabby cat, and named the poor bastard Harry because he was because cat
The
was
Prince
Super
Harry and the red hair.
No. It's
Oh.
just Harry because he's all hairy.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, no, I was
or
like dying.
my baby girls and their Shiba Inu, who was named, weirdly enough, Inu-chan.
But it's like kids always name things like what they are, and you're like,
They were two. I don't blame them.
could we be any less creative? Well, I mean, the grumpy. So I told you my brother. Well, whatever, idiot. I don't like calling him my brother anymore, but idiot had bear because the dog looked like a bearskin rug. And would just like flop down with its legs out in the middle of the living room.
Oh, those are
What?
fun.
What?
Those are fun.
Yeah, but it was a 260-pound of charca.
Yeah. That would still be fun.
Yeah, I can tell you, it used to like lay with its arms and legs out like a bearskin rug and would just lay there. And inevitably someone would think it was a rug and step on it. It didn't, everyone's like, oh my God, it's such a mean, vicious dog. No, it would lick you to death. Yeah. And that's why when it literally it ran through the plate glass window at the front of my brother's house to get to the FedEx guy to give it a kiss.
Oh.
The problem is they ended up putting the dog down over it because it shattered the plate glass and like tackled the FedEx guy and licked him to death. Like it was fine. I mean, he just had a very interesting face wash.
I don't know how many cats I've known that I don't know how many cats I've known that have been named Ninja.
Thomas, are you formally accepting your title or not? I need to know. But yeah, no, that's like the princess wants an Ovcharka or another, what was the other one? A Great Peer or something. And I'm like, we're not getting the biggest dog we can find. You do not need a dog that you can ride.
Why not?
Okay, thank you, Thomas. I think it is a perfect title for you. But she wants to name it like Mr. Sparkles or like Princess or like she will give it the dumbest name ever.
Of course you would.
And I was like, but the problem is, like, can you imagine going to the dog park and being like, come here, Tiny? And a 250-pound Ovcharka comes like barreling over.
Bounding through the universe.
Yeah. Like let's not pick the most oxymoronic name we can find. Maybe. But yeah, I legitimately threatened that I was going to
Well,
play
Tommy's
Letecia
guilty
Stauch.
of this too because he's got a Bichon Frise called Brutus.
That would be awesome.
Or my friend from a long time ago, Livia, named her Chihuahua Spike. But the
Right.
Great Dane was named Muffin.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, my little person will pick the meanest, biggest, and name it
Hi,
like,
Terry.
hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Mr. Sparkles. Like, Little Bunny Foo Foo. Like, she would come up with the dumbest name she could find. And although she did tell me, by the way, Aunt Patty, that, and I quote, I gonna name whatever puppy I get pie if it's one that looks like apple so we could have apple pie.
Oh no.
I had a horse at one point, and her name was Eskimo Pie.
Right, but she doesn't want because she wants apple and pie.
Oh
Well,
dear.
She,
That's all
she
right.
That means
she's like,
you need to get her a blue merle dog and name him Blueberry, and then she could have an apple, a pie, and a blueberry pie.
but yeah, she was like, she's like convinced that whatever dog she gets has to like either be a Golden Girls. By the way, she YouTubed the Golden Girls after because she's like, what does Blanche's name mean? And it's like, I was
Blanche's
like,
name is actually Gladys Blanche.
well, okay, well, I didn't know that, but I was like, I think it's from the Golden Girls. And then she's
Yeah,
like, what's that? I'm like, it's a show I've never watched.
yeah, you know what Gladys means?
Yeah.
Happy bottom.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I was, but yeah, she was
And
like, I
Happy
can name
bottom
it.
doesn't wag her tail.
Although she did say, she goes, I can name it pie or juice or we do not need
Cider.
to name it so it matches Aunt Patty's dog. You do not know what I need to do. You not tell me I not need to do it. Okay, Sasspan, it's bedtime.
Speaking of dogs that get named because of one another, my mother picked up a miniature poodle of it's kind of a gold color, goldish reddish color. She named it, and she got it home, and Dad named it Curly because it was covered in all kinds of curly hair. When my mother got the other one, the one that went with him, he simply named it Q, as in Curly Q.
Yeah, my little person's grandfather has a Bichon something mix that's a
Oh,
rescue, and it's named Peanut. And then their Aunt Nicole got 2 rescue Morkies and let cook name suggestions. So we have peanut, butter, and jelly because children.
Yeah.
uh, my wife's family had a couple of cats, Margie and Butter.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, everyone's like, why are you yelling peanut butter and jelly?
I'm looking for the dogs.
Well, that and the whole like peanut butter jelly time song. Yeah, but I was just like, she was arguing about Apple earlier. She was in a foul mood when she got home from school.
Uh
She
oh.
ran a mile today at running club.
Uh huh.
A mile. She finished in the top third. But she thinks it's not fair because, and I quote again, I have little legs. I can't go as fast. I have little legs. My leggies are little. And then they asked if she planned on running in a dress every single week. She was like, yeah, I'm going to wear a tutu to. She's wearing a Wonder Woman tutu to run the actual marathon.
Okay then. Everyone's going to love it.
I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we like, we own a like we don't need to run. I don't know why she's obsessed with running club.
That's because she can. That's because she can haul ass down the street. And nobody's going to stop her.
Yeah, I mean, she's not that hard to catch. In her defense, I mean, she does have short legs compared to me. Yeah, I see that. Put that down.
Okay.
I can't stay up. Well, I told you there was the white guy that had Cracker and Heber tattooed on his arm. Like, dude, you literally tattooed something inappropriate on yourself. Well, they said it was right. They were screwing with you.
Yes, they were.
Please don't get tattoos in languages you don't speak. Hey, Hedinger.
How you doing?
Oh,
Hey, Hedger.
I know some of you guys watch I'll Talk with Mike with me, and some of you watch some of the other law channels that show things like sovereign citizens. You know how Chile de Castro got arrested the other day?
Who?
Delete laws. Chile.
Oh.
The soft sit idiot.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Chile.
Yeah.
He got out of. He's been in jail sitting. Finally got out, got bail, got what? And then, less than 2 days later, he's back for felony assault.
Oh no.
Yeah, Anubis, Mean John, yeah. Felony assault. Less than 48 hours. I sent the video of it to Mike, and all he sent back was like a face palm emoji. I was like,
And
I
here's
was
how
like,
he's in Fulton County.
I was like, I know how much you like this. I know how much you love him. So here, I've got a face palm emoji back.
Yeah, no, not a smart dude.
But he tells everyone he's pretty much a lawyer, so it's okay. Although for the past couple weeks, I'm starting to think we got a whole bunch of lawyers that, y'all, I wouldn't let them defend a wet paper bag.
And definitely don't.
They
And
find their way out of it. Sorry.
No.
definitely don't
Nope.
definitely don't let them defend a brown paper bag with a bottle in it.
Yeah, Anubis, I am glad he knows the laws and his rights. Yay! Mayor's going to the house and you have
careful.
to go back to work? Mayor, why you gotta go back to work? It's
Be careful,
Lele.
Mr. Be careful, Mr. McNome.
Wow.
We need your mayoral duties always,
Yeah,
and your wrench.
yeah.
Because the wrench is a fun place to start.
Well, you know, if the woman can't find you handsome, they should find you handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very tiny wrench too. He's only 5 inches tall.
I offered to carry him on my shoulder, and he said he'd be worried that he'd get in trouble for looking down my dress. And I'm like, it's okay. People look down my cleavage all the time. Usually because it's eye level because of how tall I am.
I will intentionally wear a low-cut shirt if I don't want people to remember what I look like.
All right.
Ah,
Can you describe her? There was a lot of cleavage. That's it. All done.
That.
yeah, I do that all the time because everyone, it's like my boobs are eye level. Nobody bothers to look up. I had that discussion when I had my FBI interview when I was when I was trying to go do the hostage rescue team. And part of your HRT like tryout after the physicals and like after the agility tests is what is your ability to penetrate a situation and not really be noticed, or blend in a situation where being recognized would be a problem. It's one of the selection criteria. Because, like, you don't want my brother, whatever, sibling, at 6'9". Everybody's gonna remember the dude that's 6'9". They generally want people that will kind of fit in to some degree and blend in so people aren't on the offensive. I'm just really good at acting like an airhead. Patty, I don't. I know you're commenting that. I can read it, but I actually don't stand out as much as you think. My body stands out, but not my face. Or,
Oh, yeah, that's because they're all sitting there drooling, going, "Oh my God, did you see the Victoria's Secret model walk by?"
or if they do remember my face, which some do. One of my first SWAT assignments was at a bar in downtown Pittsburgh. A very, very expensive bar. And one of the local Italian, organized crime guys, owned it and, owned the bar and was always sitting at the bar drinking. But you couldn't get anywhere near him because, he had his people around him. And he always left through like an underground garage kind of thing. I'm having the worst time getting him. So I went in a hair léger bodycon dress that like it was pretty much split down the front down towards my belly button and like damn near obscenely short and some like 4-inch heels. Like I was all out supermodel dressed and hair done, hair extension, like dressed.
Ready to do the catwalk walk.
Oh yeah. And I walked right up to him, walked right past all his security, and he kind of swiveled toward me and did that typical guy thing where they like have their legs apart. And I stood there in between his knees, like flirting and talking to him. And the next thing anybody knew, someone was behind him putting cuffs on. And I was like, because I had my hands inside his jacket. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put my arm around her waist. And I'm going to hold on to these barred cuffs so nobody can see that you're in cuffs. And we're going to walk out that front door. And you're going to look like you're loving every second of this. I'm going to take you down in front of everybody. We get outside and he was like, motherfucker, I knew I'm not. Like, that was a good one, but because people just assume I'm not dangerous when they look at me, like, just based off of looks. Oh, let's let the hot chick get in our personal space.
Never ever judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm. They all do. Everyone thinks I'm dumb, weak, or not dangerous.
And sometimes all three.
You don't stand out because everybody underestimates you. First rule of warfare, don't underestimate your opponent.
It's either that or like in a college home, you have a ton of like, hot shallow Instagram models kind of thing. Or I stand out, but they're not paying any attention more than, I don't know, she was like over 6 feet tall, black hair, really big eyes, red lipstick, and stacked.
Then that could be any one of 1,000 other women in the vicinity.
Right. And I mean, you've seen me dressed with a backwards baseball cap on where I look like a teenage boy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because of my height, I can easily pass as a guy if I'm wearing a baggy hoodie and a baseball cap. So I'd look very different if I need to. I mean, John, I do have Louboutins. I don't like them. I have other shoes I like better. I have some pink snakeskin ones that are literally like hot pink snakeskin.
Ooh, those are very pretty.
They are, and I love them. Everyone's like, those are very bright shoes. I'm like, yeah, they are. But I wear them with like super skinny jeans and like a black, bodysuit. Or a black mini dress. Like that's the only color I wear. Is it like if I'm wearing like those shoes, everything else is black kind of thing.
Well, it has to be.
Right, but some people more is more is more. But yeah, for some reason everyone's like, I don't know why you're either really scary or not scary at all, and that makes you more scary. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I was gonna make my dude listen to Letecia Stauch. It is faux snake skin. I have had pet snakes my entire life, and I like them. I love my
Snakes are very cool.
My dad made me get rid of mine because it would sleep next to me.
What kind of python was it?
Ball.
That thing wasn't going to get big enough to eat you.
6.5 feet long when I got rid of it.
Still not big enough to eat you.
It ate the neighbor's dog.
That's probably why he made you get rid of it.
No, he made me get rid of it because it was too big to keep at the house anymore. And my sister had I think my nephew was, 2 and she was pregnant with my niece.
Yeah, it would eat the hatchlings from your sister.
Might not have been a great loss with some of them.
Hence why we said hatchlings.
I'm
We
just
could have
saying.
called them offspring.
But yeah.
Yeah, a Burmese python, yeah.
The ball python will eat them too. And it was big enough to eat a little kid. It ate the neighbor's 35-pound dog. In the snake's defense,
It was
this dog
hungry?
was an idiot. No. I always made sure it was well fed. Because everyone's like, oh my God, that's dangerous. I'm like, if you keep snakes well fed, they pretty much never go after something they're not fed. I've had to explain to many people that the problem you run into having a snake or getting a snake from someone else is you have to be really careful that you believe them about food. So if you only, and Patty can attest to this, if you only ever feed them frozen rats or frozen mice, you can't give them live mice.
Nope.
The mice
You'll end up with a bit up snake.
The mice will kick their ass.
Oh, big time.
So
So when you have a snake, you have 2 options, right? Live food or dead food. It all depends on your comfort level. And I know lots of people that are uncomfortable feeding. They're uncomfortable with the thought that they are having to feed live mice, to the snake. Which whatever. But and you can feed them frozen, which is fine. But if you do feed them frozen, what's wrong, Apple baby?
It's not Apple. It's Miko.
That's
Of course,
God.
Miko is just the right size for that 18-foot for the 18-foot critter that Anubis was talking about, the Burmese. Yeah, she'd be a deep shit.
But
Apple says she is not a python hors d'oeuvre.
Izzy would no python would stand a chance. Izzy would be the person cutting the python open to get Apple back.
Yes.
Because she saw the lump in Apple. The lump in the python.
Oh, I would never put Apple or any of my animals in a situation where I had to kill a snake to get them back.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know how
when I lived down in Florida, I had another Cavalier. His name was Tipper, and before he went outside, because there were alligators in the area, I would check for alligators, and he was never allowed off a leash.
Yep.
Because he was not going to be snake food, and he was not going to be alligator food.
Yeah.
Just this one's never going to be food for no other animal. No. It's not.
Izzy would not. You would see Izzy jumping into the water with a knife between her teeth, like freaking Crocodile Dundee over Apple.
Yeah, well.
But
she is really cute, though.
No.
Yeah, my tiny brain got the idea that snakes are very frightening creatures after a about 25 foot anaconda dropped out of a tree on him.
Yeah, I mean,
That didn't end well for the snake.
Hi, Jerry.
okay, Mayor Wrench, keep us posted. John, do you mean beta fish?
No, Oscars are another one of they're like piranhas, but they're not as aggressive.
Yeah.
My brother and I had piranhas growing up. They were cool. I still have a little tiny scar on my finger from the piranha.
Huh, interesting.
Okay
But
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. So I got the snake because they found it at the school. Well, it's actually at CMU at the end of my brother's sophomore year in college. I was like 3 or 4. Kind of thing. Like I was little, like close to kindergarten. Yeah, 4 or 5. That
Better.
some idiot college student left it in the dorm when they moved out. So my brother wrote it home.
I don't know what A is in this context.
What?
You need a dental. Seriously.
But yeah, no, I was just like, yeah. I was, I liked my snake, but yeah, you can't if the snake has only ever been fed frozen, you can't feed it anything live, like even mice, because they'll beat the shit out of the snake. Because the snake doesn't know it has to kill it. It's used to having frozen prey. So
It's used to having prey that doesn't fight back.
yeah, so you got to be careful.
I was told that rodents were not a good food for snakes, at least not the live ones, because they will hurt the snake.
Hello.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because
Not
most
that I would
people,
not that I would do any of those things.
oh no, most people
Like
would, most people will feed them frozen only because they're uncomfortable with watching them attack their dinner.
Dad,
Hmm.
you have any spare headphones I can borrow?
No, I don't. Your mother's got mine after you and Colby destroyed her set. I don't even have a headset.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Well, the two someones were in trouble quite some time ago for this.
It happened. It did not happen recently.
No, this has been within the last that's been within the last few months.
Oh.
Yeah. What'd they break this time?
And they managed to completely dewire a wired headset.
How? What is wrong with your dog?
She's bored.
There's 2 small children.
Both of mine
How
are
is the dog
sleeping.
bored?
Well, this one here likes to be awake 90% of the time, including at 3 a.m. This is the only creature in the house that spends more time awake than I do.
Okay.
She's got a ball. She's torn a hole in, but that can still be thrown. But she wants me to throw it because I'm the one that's good. Because I'm the person that's good at it. She still has not quite come to the conclusion that this place is a lot smaller than what she grew up in. Yes, it is. Okay, would you be so kind as to find her ball under here somewhere and then throw it, and then take her somewhere and throw it? Just
Tire out the dog. Ouch.
Or better yet, take her outside and then find her ball. And that would be a good time.
Jerry said, Lord Croco, my cat knocked my Xbox Elite Series 2 that I got for Xmas and broke the right bumper.
Oh,
Rose,
ow.
get down.
Yeah, those Xbox Elite controllers, they can go for up to $2,500 a pop.
Okay.
And that's the cat. Cats are evil by necessity. I am required to teach these boys what is and is not societally acceptable. It's been an adventure.
Well, I mean, yes, as a father, that is your job. I usually say I don't have to worry about that job too much in this house because the little princess will teach everybody what is societally acceptable for boy behavior. Because any little boy that crosses a line ends up, in a fist fight with a girl, losing.
Yeah, they get their dick stepped on.
Well, I mean, she did jump off of the lunchroom tables to fight a 5th grader the other day, so. Why is she on a table? Because she's trying to get eye to eye with the person she's about to fight. If she's on top of furniture, you need to go get her down.
Yep.
Because she would have to knock someone out. She traditionally, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Well, that's at least something, because those devices, they're expensive.
Oh, so we were working when the final light came. So I have an actual setup with lights that's almost done. Which, great, whatever. I got, put it all together. I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at everything. I said, "Where are you?" And she goes, "Getting ready for my close-up. Everyone needs to know how fabulous I am." Okay, Miss Thing. She goes, "And then I'm going to kick them in the ding-ding." I'm like, "Oh, for the love of God, Isabella."
Okay. Whoever it was that voted in the whoever it was that voted something else, you should tag me in the chat so I know what the hell you want.
Oh, okay, hold on. You sent it to me, what? Oh, good night, Sandy.
Oh. Night, Sandy.
This isn't going to go tremendously long because Mike messaged me back. Thanks, Mike. I really don't care.
Ooh, he sent it to you in a DM on Twitter.
I know. I was trying to remember which social media I was on. I'm lucky I find my own social media most days.
So,
Hold on.
are we going to play some Quiplash?
You guys can if you'd like. I am not. Because I'm where? Oh, here we go. I'm trying to get this picture for you. Are you sure you want? I have it, Jerry. Are you sure you want me to share it? Jerry, you sure you want me to share it? McNome needs 5 minutes.
That's fine.
Jerry, yes, no? I just want to make sure.
He said he could send it again if needed.
I know.
Yikes. Wow, something got hold of you.
Yes, the police.
Yikes.
Damn, Jerry.
No. Without putting it out there, Jerry, due to a medical issue,
Yes.
due to a medical issue, sometimes has an altered level of consciousness. And they do not always treat him like they should and with appropriate care given his medical condition. Because they
Okay.
overreact and act like dipshits.
Where's our Thomas?
I don't know, Thomas. Thomas. Yeah, after seizure, post-ictal psychosis. So, in other words, for those who don't like the big medical words, the period after you have a seizure, like where you see people moving, we just want to make sure you're here to play the game, Thomas. Before you like return to completely your normal self, where you're still kind of like out of it, is referred to what we call the post-ictal period. Most people that have seizures, actually, it's not as low of a numbers. Most people think are very out of it and can be very violent. The bigger problem, though, is what he has, which is something called post-ictal psychosis, which means you don't just have this kind of like out of it, you don't know what's going on post-ictal period. You will act like you're on meth or absolutely psychotic. And a lot of the times, police just assume you are on drugs because they have not received great training on how to deal with being able to tell that someone is having a post-ictal psychotic issue, or if they're on drugs, or what. I've taught classes on it to police, and it's a strangely hard concept to get across to people. Because one of the hallmarks of it is, and I'm amazed that Jerry has the like insight into it or foresight. Most people that have the post-ictal psychosis don't know they do. Because as soon as you're out of that post-ictal period, one of the definitions of being out of the post-ictal period, much like with DID, is that you have no recollection of it. Because that's how we know you're post-ictal. Yeah, Loki. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, I know. I deal with it all the time. So, it's one of the first things we tell people. And one of the first things I teach officers when I have to teach them like their EMR, emergency medical responder, first aid is, their breath may smell fruity and like alcohol, but that's usually diabetic ketoacidosis. Yeah, so, you can't just automatically be like, hey, that person's drunk and I smell alcohol on their breath. Well, if it smells more like nail polish than alcohol, or if it's overly fruity, more than likely they are diabetic and having a diabetic crisis. And for some reason, and I don't know why, it's like the hardest concept to get people to understand. And it drives me crazy. Is McGnome said he only needed a couple minutes, so since I'm going to be up and up to like 1, 2 at the absolute most rounds, most likely just 1. Jerry, you don't remember your seizures. You actually, by definition, if you remembered it, you wouldn't meet the criteria for it to be just a seizure. You have to have amnesia of the event and a clear post-ictal period.
Oh, Procy Humor is in the house.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. You're going to have to now.
What?
Unhappy Pete. There was a very unhappy Patty earlier. She forgot to change her name to Snarky.
Let's see if that allowed me to change it. Nope. Damn it.
What's wrong, Angry Patty?
No, I wasn't angry. I was unhappy. It was a day. There was a lot of people that had the inability to use 2 of their senses.
Hmm.
And if you're not
Let
going
me
to
guess,
use
one
your
of them's
senses,
listening.
why give them to somebody else who can use them?
Let me guess, one was listening.
Yeah, and the other one was reading and reading comprehension and listening comprehension. Just because you listen doesn't mean you hear. And just because you hear doesn't mean you listen.
Hedinger, I'll get the aura with my migraines sometimes. Well, most of the time.
Lucretius.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The back of the couch is not where you belong.
The pattern
like
is
Izzy
full.
says it is.
No. I'm not even touching her. And she's mad because I won't let her stand on the back of the couch. I swear it's Izzy's spirit animal.
I know.
And there is
Look,
McNome.
She is. And you know the worst part is
You can use that code to join the audience.
the mini me that she is the spirit animal of will gladly oblige everything she wants because she loves her.
It's Quiplash 3, son of the Quip.
Literally put my hand up and it's like I'm beating her and she's pushing against my hand and snarling and screaming like I'm beating her.
Odie was laughing. You've met Odie's dogs.
Kick it off with round
Jerry
1.
Lee and Callie, oh my god.
Show up on your device. Answer them however the mood
He has
strikes.
2 German well, one's a Malinois, one's a Shepherd.
And everybody else will decide which one they like better. Points are awarded based on the percentage of people who went for your answer. So make
And
it
Jerry
count.
Lee and Callie hate everybody, but they love Isabella.
Okay, here we go.
see how this one goes.
You can do it, Big Gnome. 15 seconds.
Time. Don't be afraid to use a safety quip.
A
There we
tractor
go.
trailer is hanging off the I-79 overpass.
Let's
Oh,
start
no.
with
Okay.
a name for a
Great.
superhero who is basically just a ripoff of Batman. Okay, time to choose.
Wow. Really, people?
That's good.
Oh, man.
Winged wiener. Da, 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 da.
That's Monroe. Okay.
Good
Flying
job,
rat.
Anubis.
Let's see
That
how
was a
they
good
handle
one, Anubis.
relationship rules. Never go to bed angry and never wake up blank.
Homicidal.
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that.
Now. We shouldn't make fun of people who are crack whores.
You broken and dislocated? That's adding insult to injury.
Unfortunately, I know way too much about people who sleep with crack whores.
A fun
Huh.
nickname for the worst kid on a sports team. Decisions. Choose your favorite.
True
Yeah.
story. My friend Sarah was looking for a horse, and the one that she almost bought, his name was Potato.
Who
Ooh.
named the horse
Like, you cannot
Potato?
have that horse. You cannot buy him. Now she has a horse named Breaker who's costing her $200 to $300 a month in horseshoes.
Oh. Yipes.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
She's young. She makes good money. She'll be fine.
She would be blank canceling headphones.
Tiny human.
Stupid canceling.
Here's the fun
Letecia
part.
Stauch
Pick your
canceling.
favorite quip.
Pumpkin. Wow. I think one of them's a safety quit.
Could be.
No, I would go with stupid. Oh.
Oh, neither one.
The real reason you're not going to the party tonight. And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
Oh.
But the best is Jerry's comment popped up right as that did.
Cherry,
Oh,
why
yeah.
didn't you send that to me mental telepathy style?
Yeah, bathe is spelled with an E at the end there, Hetty.
Next we have
Doesn't matter.
a good sign that you're a terrible farmer. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
You have an earthworm cemetery.
Hettinger, don't worry about it. I don't count off for spelling.
Oh. I'm sorry, Thomas. I thought yours was better there.
Next one up.
Because
The
that would
worst
be
thing to
terrible.
say instead
Yeah,
of
the dirt dies. That'd be me.
And now pick your favorite.
Oh. Are you done?
I could kill fake plants.
It could be like the gal that's the lead star of the protagonist in the I don't know what's the name of it. She did first grave on the right, sixth grave on the left. Yeah. She actually made her
Now,
fake houseplants look like they were dying because nobody believed that she could keep real plants alive.
once I pull this lever, the floor will become blank. Time to pick the one you like best.
Oh, yikes. I mean, I don't think we can actually. I don't think Crocker squirrels can catch rabies.
I don't think they can either. They're rodents.
Squirrels
Well,
can have
rodents
rabies.
don't-
Any animal can have rabies.
If
No.
if their standard body temperature is too low, you can't.
Well, okay, most can or some form of. Actually, ones that technically can't have rabies can still
Or
carry
marsupials.
it.
Hmm.
They may not be able to get it, but they
Time for
can
round
carry it a
two.
lot of the
They're
times.
crazier and the points are doublier. Go.
Let's turn to evil.
Genetically engineered rabies. Okay, I see. But I agree. A floor of rabid crocker squirrels would probably be bad. Well, a floor of crocker squirrels would be bad. Never mind the rabies. All you have to do is piss them off, which doesn't take much in some cases.
Yeah, we had in my one virology class, we had an entire discussion about host things.
About what?
Host things.
Hmm.
Like
Are you
when you have a
happy?
host animal
There's seconds left. Use a safety quick.
that is, for certain
Come on,
zoonotic
folks.
diseases.
I used to love it when I get the call for the rabid raccoon. I'm like, no, it's not rabid. Has your dog been updated on its distemper shot, though?
Okay, just need a second to write down your entries. There really has to be a better way to do this.
Okay.
Let's make some noise.
Come on. You can do this, Thomas.
You got this, Thomas. We love you.
What Santa Claus does on December 26th.
Mrs. Claus.
Let's vote.
There is a Mrs. Claus. I'm sure she objects.
Channels is J. Robine Law Tube and
Oh, he didn't get the submit button. Didn't want to work for Tom. There for Tom. Yikes!
Ooh. Go
Ow.
McGnome. Like
Ow! 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 Ow!
McGnome needs like a Quiplash name,
Next on the docket.
but like the mayor of Quiplash Town.
The karaoke night.
Yeah, he's the mayor of Hookers and Blow.
All right, choose your favorite.
Literally any pop song. Okay.
Set my alarm before I forget, because the angry little person has school in the morning. Just
I love the angry little person.
What?
We love the angry little person. She's adorable.
Right, but she's not at 6 a.m. when you have to wake her up.
Warning.
No.
Fairy dust may contain blank. All right, vote for the one you like best.
Not spelled right, but okay.
Californians.
Asbestos.
Very
Asbestos
nice.
might actually be accurate, though.
Ground Californians. Yeah.
Thomas, I hate it when that happens. Ooh, Loki by a hair.
Moving right along. How can you tell an artificial intelligence has turned evil? All right, people, it's voting
It's
time.
named Loki.
Oh, like so gods.
Say again, Croco.
It's Google search involved dialects. Oh boy.
I'm so confused.
Wow. It's a Doctor Who
Okay,
reference.
what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to weaken the aristocracy.
Someone Southern.
Choose your favorite.
I speak Southern.
Bless
Yeah.
your heart.
Poisoning the
He just about as
fondue
cute
would
as a
work.
speckled pup.
I don't think that poisoning the fondue would work as well as is as polite as people think.
Yeah, fondue is not currently something that they do. Chocolate fountains they still do. Champagne fountains they still do. Fondue,
No,
no.
melting pot they do. I love the
Doctors.
melting pot. It's an amazing restaurant. Expensive, but
Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip.
Real doctors don't want that model.
Jobs
Oh,
are fired.
you leave people's medical licenses out of this. Thank you.
yeah, okay. I'll bite.
Mayor, you've obviously never seen some of my doctors.
What tattoo? will
I've actually got one of them. I don't mind going to see him at all.
Job. Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
Where's Amanda?
I'm trying to work.
Yay, Patty.
Sorry, Loki.
No. I would vote for you too.
Next one. The number one cause of divorce among citizens of Legoland.
Being two-faced.
I was going to say putting together IKEA furniture.
Well, it's just it. They all have their mad face and their happy face printed on their heads. That's what happened. It submitted. Somehow that's submitted, Thomas, before you
And round two is finito. Let's
Finish
see if
typing.
before you finished it.
Well, after this round, I'm gonna go to bed because my ass is exhausted.
Okay.
Snarky P.
That's all right.
Right up to
Thomas will kill it in Thriplash and kick
Riplash.
everybody's
One last
ass.
chance to redeem yourself. Each of you will be
He
Like
and
going
McNum
against
both
Thomas
do.
in Thriplash. He beats me in Thriplash when I go against him. It's not fun.
good.
It's much more fun to duke it out with points with all the other players.
There's two in the audience, even. You must dress to impress. without all the without all the Loki dragon references. As those are starting to get those are getting unoriginal now.
What?
Loki dragon references.
Oh, hmm.
They start talking about Loki and Opal, and they
Meh.
get voted for it. Even when things are funnier. Don't mind me.
It's only funny when Opal's here to laugh at it, just because he has
know,
such a
right?
fantastic laugh.
If he was here, that would be different.
Well, he's not here. He's watching RGE and playing Satisfactory.
Hmm.
Because that's what he does on Wednesday nights.
That's right, it's Wednesday. I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Time's almost up. Hurry.
You thought today was Wednesday. You don't realize it's Wednesday because we didn't do a stream today at lunchtime. Instead, we were watching.
We're doing it tomorrow
Letecia.
because we don't want to try and split audiences. Considering
Well,
the
no.
existing audiences overlap a lot.
No turning back now.
I'll tell you, mine wrote about me, so.
Any good exercise routine
But
are
it fit.
and blank. Choose your favorite.
Okay.
Wow.
I see you there.
Wow.
I'll let you'll be able to tell which one mine is soon.
Oh, I see you there, Thomas. Over there on the right. Nice. Told you, Thomas is gonna kill it and put it in Flash.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
At least I don't have to go against him.
Word evil are now it's
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna figure out who did that one.
Me.
Huh? Oh, and here I was thinking there were shots fired.
No. I mean, technically, but.
She's shooting at herself.
the big milestones Gen Z kids will experience. Time to pick the one you like best.
Non-ironic irony. Ooh.
Go Mean John.
You know what this means.
This means Mean John's out in front.
3 signs you live next door to a mob boss. Decisions. Choose your favorite.
Bloody bags of company. Wow.
No, I mean, the bloody bags could be marinara. You never know.
Yeah, they're usually Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. The audience loved the McGnome.
Of course they did.
Those
They
five
always love the McGnome. He's 5 inches tall and he has a great beard. What more could you ask for? I can only hope that Mean John
Go
takes
Mean
it for
John.
me. And he did. And Thomas beat me tonight.
Well, good night, all my loves. I will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
All right.
Sweet dreams.